What's up, everybody? It is the Best Spot Kid Smooth, and I am back with a quick video. So today, honestly, firstly, I don't know when I'll put this video out. If it comes out today, happy Mother's Day to my mom, my wife, and your moms and everyone's mothers who's watching. So, had a moment to do a quick video. I meant to do this a couple days ago, but I had a lot going on. I wanted to talk about Outriders and People Can Fly. They said multiple times about their status and about turning a profit and that the game not being successful. Now, there's two forms of success, right, in this situation. Here we saw like a prime example where the publishers had some success and the developers not so much. So if you guys don't remember the story about Outriders came out last April, April 1st, I think, 2021. It was I enjoyed the game. I don't know if you guys remember, it made my top 10 best games of 2021 list. I put a ton of hours into the game, beat the game, done a lot of co-op with it, and I'm looking forward to the Worldslayer expansion, which I think comes out. And when does it come out? When does it come out in September, maybe? I don't know when it comes out, but the expansion is coming out fairly soon, which I'm going to be on. It's not coming to Game Pass, but you can get a discount with it. The game is still on Game Pass, so I'm definitely going to check that out. So the game, wasn't receiving any hype. They put out a beta, whatnot. It was announced to be coming to Game Pass, I think, wouldn't be like 7-8 days before the game actually released, which gave the game like automatic hype, right? So. And it comes out. It's on Xbox Game Pass day one. It comes out everywhere. It's on PlayStation 4. It's on PS5. It's on Xbox One, Xbox Series consoles. It's on PC, and I think it's even on Stadia. Right. So the game's out. A lot of people on the Xbox is playing it. I know I was definitely playing it, for sure. And we were definitely. And the game did have some issues. It was wiping inventories and stuff like that. So I think a lot of people have like memory issues when it comes to this game, but I was one of the lucky ones to not be as badly impacted. But I remember Cognito lost his stuff. That I don't even know if he ever returned to the game because of that. But the issue that we're coming across about this is it's no secret that this game wasn't a huge success for People Can Fly, because they've been very vocal about not meeting certain goals, not getting royalties and whatnot. But when this information comes out, everybody automatically runs to the Xbox Game Pass thing. Oh, it was in Game Pass. See, Game Pass doesn't help, as if this was a Game Pass situation. And people aren't looking at the facts. The facts is this game was published by Square Enix, and Square Enix are notorious for setting up lofty goals, not meeting them, and not paying out their developers for not hitting those lofty goals. So People Can Fly signed a shady deal. They signed a publishing deal with Square Enix. So people ask, well, Game Pass was an issue for this game. I'm like, well, why? The Game Pass, if you think about what happened with Game Pass, the Game Pass announcement came literally a week before the game come out. So anybody who's going to pre-order the game had it pre-ordered, right? And you also, it came out early next gen, right? Early PS4, early PS5, early Series X days, meaning that anybody on those consoles, the people who were going to buy it then and there. You know what I mean? Like, and there wasn't a lot of those consoles out at that time. So the majority of the player base should be coming off of PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One, honestly, if we truly want to think about it. And we know who were the market leader for last generation. That was PS4 easily. So you took that into consideration. You see how Square Enix kind of handles their deals. Square Enix, not People Can Fly. Square Enix put this game on Game Pass literally last minute. Games don't go to Game Pass for free. Microsoft paid who? The publisher. They paid Square Enix. People Can Fly was due royalties. They didn't meet the royalties that Square Enix set. So Square Enix didn't pay them royalties. Unfortunately, those royalties had nothing to do with Game Pass, which kind of sucks. It's like, if you're going to sign a deal with any publisher, you make sure you're going to any like your money, your royalties coming from every direction, whether it be sales, merchandising, subscription service. That's still wrong. That is, it doesn't make sense that the game. It's not that the game wasn't profitable, because I believe there was some profit to be made from this game. People act like this game was just the utter flop. It wasn't. The game came out on April 1st, right? Which means it was in the top 5 of both March NPDs and April NPDs. And you ask, well, why would it be in March NPDs? Because the game came out April 1st, and the NPDs, it captures, I think, up to like maybe the first 6 days of the next month, right? It's not like a 1-for-1, like April 1st to April 30th. It's literally like March 27th or something like that. It's literally like it's where it ends at the beginning of the month. So I think the NPD count ended like on like the 5th or the 6th of April for the month of March, right? So it captured almost everything in March and a couple things that released at the first couple days in April, if it sells enough to meet that. So let's see what happened in March of 2021, right? What happened in March of 2021 is that Outriders landed in at number 3. This is very that's actually pretty good. New IP across all platforms. It landed at number 3. Landed at number 3. Look at all the games that it pretty much outsold for that period. It landed at number 3, and then it should be even worse the following month. So in April, let's see what happens. Again, Outriders comes in at number 4. It only dropped 1 spot, beating out Near Replicant, beating out Returnal. Like, so, come on. The game didn't do that poorly. It did not do that poorly. It wasn't a mind-blowing success where it's like it's gonna go crazy and it's gonna be selling out like throughout the year. But for the time that it came out, it had a lot of hype. It trended on Twitter. It helped Game Pass. It was big for Game Pass. But Game Pass was also big for that game because it had a respectable amount of players. People bought the game. It did chart. It outsold Returnal. Like, it did chart twice in the top 5 on the NPD. So a lot of people pointing and looking at Game Pass. Why are you looking at Game Pass? Because if we want to be real, even if 0 people purchased it on Xbox, which people did buy it on Xbox, it was like in the top 2 or 3 in the Xbox store for the month as well as PlayStation. So that's despite Game Pass. So let's say even if nobody on Xbox bought it, right? Isn't the PlayStation user base big enough to land it at number 1 in the charts or land it at top 5? There's been plenty of PlayStation exclusive or timed exclusives on PlayStation or third-party exclusives on PlayStation that did top 5 in NPD sales with no appearance on Xbox. And you could make the same case. Also it was also on PC. So this whole not turning a profit and blaming the Game Pass. Game Pass has nothing to do with the lack of profit that Square Enix claims Outriders didn't get. And the reason why People Can Fly is talking is because they're only getting information from Square Enix. Square Enix sends them their monthly letters like, hey, you receive no royalties because you didn't hit your goals. So that's all they see. So they assume People Can Fly they just didn't sell. They didn't sell enough. Square Enix made money off of Outriders. They made money on sales. They put the money up for marketing and advertisement, but there was no mass marketing for this game. Game Pass marketed this game more than Square Enix. There wasn't no huge banners or crazy commercials or anything like that was going wrong. So whatever crazy budget that they said they put for this game, they're saying they didn't recoup. But I tell you right now, whatever marketing budget that Square Enix set for Outriders, I'm almost certain they got that plus more just working with Game Pass alone. And so I question a lot of people and you guys' integrity when you're talking about, blame Game Pass. I know I seen Red Dragon post something, and a lot of his takes are like bad faith takes. King Thrash, you know what I mean? He posted a ton of things saying like Game Pass has ruined this game. It's like, it's nonsense. It's complete nonsense. It's a lot of these people are talking in bad faith in regards to what happened with Outriders. The truth is, Outriders was a good game. It did come out flawed. They had to work on this game day and night because people were losing stuff. A lot of people fell off the game. You know, a lot of people played the game and didn't play it again after they beat it because the live service portion of the game wasn't as intriguing. You know what I mean? Even though they wanted it to be a traditional game, they still sort of teased the live service element. So a lot of people dropped off the game. The game did sell well. It sold well enough to land top 5 in 2 consecutive months on the NPDs. It landed top 5 on both PlayStation Store and Xbox Store. This game had numbers on Steam. Heck of numbers on Steam. So yeah, they died off quickly. But at the end of the day, can you truly blame one service, which is available essentially on one platform, on Xbox, consoles, and PC, right, to be responsible for the success of a game that was available on every platform that existed? Think about it. So, based on what I know from Square Enix, essentially, I don't know what type of goals they set for Outriders. It didn't meet that goal, so PCF didn't get royalties. PCF doesn't really say much about Game Pass because their deal wasn't directly with Game Pass. Their deal was directly through Square Enix, who made a deal directly with Game Pass to get that on Game Pass, and Square Enix got paid. They were not obligated to play People Can Fly, but let that be a case study for developers moving forward when they're partnering with these other publishers who might have different ideas of how they want to distribute that game. They got to cover their bases like, okay, you know, we want this cut from Game Pass, we want this cut from Stadia, we want this cut from, you know, PSN, whatever, PlayStation Plus, however service they put in the game. But I just need you guys to be honest with your takes and stop like going off the deep end and you're blaming Xbox Game Pass for the Outriders and People Can Fly. And the people are under the impression that Outriders was a complete flop. It actually wasn't. It just wasn't a success for the developers because they signed a bad deal. So hopefully, you know, People Can Fly, learn from this mistake. They'll self-publish their game next time, or they'll work directly with an Xbox Global Publishing or a PlayStation, you know, to get the better of that deal and get the more exposure and get the proper pay. Because typically Xbox doesn't rip developers off. I think they overpay for a lot of work that they do. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're not. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out. As always, Xbox is the best box. Oh my God, I almost messed up. Xbox is the best box, and I am the best bot. Good night or good morning if you're on the other side of the globe. I'm out of here. Peace.